locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Hi, this is Jimmy Bell, nurse practitioner. I'm excited to be the new provider at Salem Memorial District Hospital Family Medicine. I'll be providing medical care for patients ages 18 and over. Please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. And at Salem Memorial District Hospital, always remember that it's all about the patient, every encounter, every time.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Currently outside our studios, we have cloudy skies. Winds are out of the north at about 11 miles per hour. They do gust up to as much as 22 miles per hour. Now for our forecast, cloudy today, but gradually will become mostly sunny. We should have a high temperature near 61 degrees. North winds will be 11 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Then tonight we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 37 degrees. North winds continue tonight 5 to 9 miles per hour, becoming light and variable during this evening. Tomorrow should be sunny. We'll have a high temperature near 67 degrees and a light westerly wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles per hour during tomorrow morning. Wind chill values tomorrow could be as low as 33 degrees early tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow night will be mostly cloudy with a low around 39 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at about 10 miles per hour. We should be mostly sunny on Sunday with a high temperature reaching near 55 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest 9 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Sunday night will be mostly clear. We have a low temperature of 26 degrees in the forecast with sunny skies on Monday and a high near 45. We'll be clear Monday night. Our low temperature will be around 25 degrees. Then Tuesday we should be sunny with a high near 66. Tuesday night we have clear skies in the forecast, with a low temperature around 36 degrees. Then Wednesday we'll be sunny with a high near 64. Wednesday night should be partly cloudy with a low temperature around 42 degrees. And Thursday we have a chance of showers on Thursday with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 63 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Midwest weather has been anything but typical since good old Punxsutawney Phil, the most popular rodent in America, failed to see his shadow on February 2nd. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. For a few days, Groundhog Day was a trending topic on social media platforms. I read some funny comments, saw some memes that made me smile, and a few others that had me scratching my head. It was a Facebook post shared by a fellow farm broadcaster in rural New York State that really got my attention. Tom shared information on where to buy groundhog meat in upstate New York. I personally have never eaten groundhog. I have never once considered eating groundhog. When I think of eating game, it's squirrel, wild rabbit, deer, elk, or bear that comes to mind. Not so many years ago, raccoon, beaver, possum, muskrat, groundhog, and for some, even skunk were staples in the diet of our ancestors. I should not have been surprised when a little digging confirmed that the rodent shadow phenomenon in the U.S. began in Pennsylvania Dutch communities. Once Punxsutawney Phil's shadow was seen or not seen, viewers would celebrate by enjoying groundhog cuisine, including meat pies and stews, as well as braised, boiled, and fried whistle pig. Most people know this groundhog shadow winter predicting business is simply a legend with no facts to back it up. The infamous groundhog only gets it right 40% of the time. Heck, I know meteorologists with better odds than that. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Hi, I'm Bill Pollock, host of Show Me Today. We listened to you, Missouri, and brought you a daily radio show that brings you captivating stories of people, places, and topics around our state.
What was lacking in all these years before this was someone with the desire.
Now, if you miss a segment or entire show, just download our podcast.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Subscribe to Show Me Today on Apple or wherever you find your favorite podcasts and add us to your list.
Show me today.
The weather, the market, the soil. Corn farmers know some things are inconsistent, except for Veltima fungicide from BASF. It consistently outyields other fungicides on average by 7 bushels per acre, consistently wins in on-farm head-to-head comparisons, and consistently makes for happy farmers. Veltima fungicide. Visit RevXFields.com for full results. Always read and follow label directions. Yield data based on summary of 2019 through 2022 RevX field scale demonstration trials.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40 Countdown. And in case you missed it, Cody Johnson had the #1 song in country music with The Painter. And he's going to be going head-to-head this weekend with Hardy and Kane Brown. Anything could happen. You do not want to miss it. So we'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz.
An active start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs are higher at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. There's a solid round of direct cash cattle trade underway. Live deals in the South are at $186, $1 higher than the previous week's business. Deals in Nebraska are at $298 dressed, below most of Thursday's business, but still $4 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Live deals in Nebraska are reported at $187 to $188. Asking prices for what's left on show list are firm at $187 plus live in the South and $300 dressed in the North. Look for at least a little more business to take place before the end of the day. Box beef is higher at midday on solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up 74 cents at $311.52. Select is 66 cents higher at $302.35. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, steers under 800 pounds are $5 to $8 higher. Steers over 800 pounds are $2 to $5 higher. Heifers under 850 pounds were unevenly steady, and heifers over 850 pounds were $2 to $6 higher. The USDA says demand was good with buyers in-house and online. The bulk of cattle were coming out of grow yards. Medium and large one feeder steers, 801 to 847 pounds, brought $249.50 to $260.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 802 to 844 pounds, brought $226 to $230. Cash hogs are higher at midday with solid negotiated purchases. Processors have been aggressive all this week in their procurement efforts and have been bidding up to move needed numbers. Demand for U.S. pork is strong on the global market and has seen a boost domestically. Both provide some price support. Bears and gilts at the National Daily are up 79 cents with a weighted average of 80.74. The Iowa Minnesota is $1.83 higher with a weighted average of 81.78, and the Western Corn Belt's up $1.34 with a weighted average of 81.29. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $58. At Illinois, slaughter-sow prices were steady with moderate demand for heavy offerings at $49 to $61. Barrels and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $43 to $53. Pork values were higher at midday, up 94 cents at $94.19. Butts were sharply higher. Picnics, loins, and hams were also higher. Bellies were lower. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty.
You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H groups. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Velma Ray Rohr, age 87 of Salem, passed away Monday, February 26th in Salem. William Eugene Rohr, age 81 of Salem, passed away December 1st, 2023 in Springfield. Funeral services will be held Saturday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of the Rohrs will be Saturday morning from 11 until service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Bourbon Cemetery. And all arrangements for Velma Ray and William Eugene Rohr, both of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Barbara Ann Cahill of Salem passed away March 8th at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Barb Cahill will be Saturday afternoon, March 16th at 1 in the afternoon at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will also be Saturday from 11 a.m. in the morning until service time at 1 in the afternoon. Entering will be at the Green Forest Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the Breast Cancer Association, and all arrangements for Barbara Ann Cahill of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. James Jimmy Franklin Medeiros, age 87 of Cook Station, passed away Sunday, March 3rd at home. Funeral services for Jimmy Medeiros will be at 12 noon Monday, March 18th, the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will also be Monday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Gladden Empire Cemetery. And all arrangements for James Jimmy Franklin Medeiros of Cook Station are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Ruth Marie Alvey of St. James passed away Wednesday, March 13th at the age of 99 years. Funeral services for Ruth Alvey will be Monday, March 18th at 1 in the afternoon at St. James Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation will also be Monday from 11 a.m. in the morning till service time at 1. Entry will be at the Asher Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the Asher Cemetery in lieu of flowers. Cards are available to all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for Ruth Marie Alvey of St. James are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. Eva Diana Lewis, age 67 of Salem, passed away Friday, March 15th. Funeral services for Eva Lewis will be Tuesday, March 19th at 4 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will also be on Tuesday, March 19th from 2 in the afternoon until service time at 4 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to the Love Pack Backpack Program and left at Wilson Mortuary. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Eva Diana Lewis of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by SBU Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The 100-acre wood rally will be held today in Potosi and then tomorrow in Salem. If you want to meet this year's drivers while they're in Salem and view the high-performance machines they'll be driving, you can do so Saturday morning starting around 9:30. There are 59 entries in this year's rally, including Travis Pastrana and reigning 100-acre in the wood road rally champion Brandon Semenik. Drivers and their vehicles will line up on 4th Street until their departure to the first stage at 11:40. This is a rare opportunity to meet world-class, regional, and local rally sport drivers in one of the Ozarks' premier motorsport events. Don't forget to pick up your maps at the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce for spectators locations, or go to rally.100aw.org/spectating to download the map. All spectator locations are free and open to the public. Please remember to remove any trash that you bring to those locations. There will also be a souvenir merchandise location on 4th Street Saturday morning at the Bank of Salem Courtesy Room. The winners of the 100-acre in the Wood Rally will be announced at the Commons Saturday night at the Event Center. The Missouri Department of Conservation and Conservation Federation of Missouri thank the thousands of Missouri deer hunters who donated 247,575 pounds of venison to the state's Share the Harvest program this past deer season, including 5,394 whole deer. MDC and CFM also thank the participating meat processors throughout the state who grind the donated deer meat into ready-to-use packages, and the many sponsors who financially support the program. The donated deer meat goes to local food banks and food pantries to help feed hungry Missourians all around the state. Meat processing fees are covered entirely or in part by numerous local sponsors, along with statewide sponsors that include Shelter Insurance, Bass Pro Shops, Feeding Missouri, and MDC. Share the Harvest is coordinated by MDC and CFM and has been helping feed hungry Missourians for more than 30 years. Since the program was started in 1992, it has provided about 5 million pounds of lean, healthy venison to help feed hungry Missourians. To get Share the Harvest venison, contact local food banks or food pantries. The donated venison stays in the local areas where the deer were harvested, so it truly is helping out neighbors in need. The National Institutes of Health state that children need protein in their diets for proper growth and development, and adults need it to maintain good health. Yet many Missourians can't afford or can't get to good sources of protein. Through Share the Harvest, Missouri hunters can help provide those in need with high-quality protein in the form of naturally lean, locally harvested deer meat. Denton County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse where they heard two road concerns. The first was on County Road 5190, where at one time a gate blocked access to the road years ago. The county receives cart tax to maintain just over half a mile, and 1st District Commissioner Wes Mowbray will need to see where that comes to on that road. There's also a culvert and drainage problem on County Road 4170 in the Adams subdivision. Commissioner Mowbray will check that out as well. In the road report, Mowbray said rock would be added and grading done on Denton County Road 6590, with grading only on County Road 6580 and 5615. He said brush should be cut on County Road 6580 and new blades were being put on grader number 39. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk said new brakes were being installed on County Truck number 122. Road signs were being installed on County Road 3355. Workers were repairing the side of County Road 6150 next to a culvert, and a culvert pipe was being opened up on County Road 3200. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said 7 commissioners from South Central County Commissioners Association were in Jefferson City Wednesday and discussed Senate Bill 190 and unfunded mandates with representatives. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley said the last day for county office filing would be March 26 for the August primary. The commissioners approved a petition for setting a speed limit of 25 miles per hour on County Road 2210. approved putting out a notice to receive bids for a single-year financial audit for fiscal year 2024 that will be done in 2025. Bids will be due by 10 o'clock on April 22nd in the clerk's office. They also approved putting out a notice to receive chip and seal bids that will be due by 10 o'clock on April 15th in the county clerk's office. They also approved the sale of a spreader box for a pickup from the Road and Bridge Department. Bids will be due on April 15th, and they will be opened at 10:30. Commissioner Larson says the lights on the courthouse are now working properly, and they have been programmed to be green this weekend for the 100 Acre in the Woods Road Rally and St. Patrick's Day. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Denton County Fire Protection District Board of Directors met Tuesday evening. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda and approval of the minutes from the February meeting, the financial report was presented, showing an ending balance of $202,313.63 as of February 29th. Bills, payments, and statements were reviewed and approved, followed by the review and approval of the 2024 budget as presented. During the calendar review, it was noted that the road rally would be at the fire station Thursday to check in cars and set up for this weekend's 100 Acre Wood Race. On March 30th, the department will be holding a vehicle firefighting class. It is an open invitation so that other departments can attend. Also, April 2nd will be the general election voting at the fire station. The monthly reimbursement report showed a total of 32 calls for the month of February, bringing the total calls for the year to date to 72. Of those calls, 16 were for fires, 5 were responding to alarms, 3 were agency assist calls, 2 calls each responded to accidents, hazmat calls, and 2 were listed as other. The department also had 1 each public service and utility call. In old business, Failed Fire Service brought Scott's air bottles into the department on February 15th to demonstrate and have the firefighters try out and test. The SCBA bottles for both MSA and Scott's were tried out at training later that night. The bid was given for the Scott's bottles at $97,053.66. To get the same as MSA, the total would be $129,372.66 for the Scott's Air Packs. The MSA bid was for $118,036.20. The chief reported that the department had tried both, and their recommendation was the MSA as they had a better warranty and repair time and were easier to open and put on and operate. Both were about 60 days out to receive shipment. The lawn care service was tabled until next meeting, awaiting pricing. The tower lease was tabled until next meeting due to no contact with the company. The damaged water line has been repaired and capped. Bids are being obtained for the repair of the walls and will be presented at the next meeting. The board also requested that the treasurer order an audit to be completed due to the loss of an employee. Documents are being compiled for the audit and made available to the auditor. The audit will cost around $3,000 depending on time required. The exact date of the audit completion has not yet been set. The pricing of a new truck has been obtained at approximately $250,000, and the board will check with financial institutions for financing to see if the department can obtain a new pumper truck. The truck is necessary to both keep the ISO ratings down for Denton County and to have enough trucks to help in mutual aid or neighboring departments for safety. In new business before the board, there was a policy change for approval of executive session minutes. Secretary Dave Wells would investigate a bylaw for approval of executive minutes and will present it at the next meeting. In closed session, an interview was held with Andrew Baker, and upon returning to open session, the board approved Baker to the department as a probationary firefighter. Chief Floyd then gave his report and said that the department is growing and coming together and that money is the issue to get everything that is needed for the department. The date of the next meeting was then set for Tuesday, April 9th at 6 o'clock, and that meeting will be open to the public. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at F501 South Grand Street, right here in Salem, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. If you'd like more information or about SBU Salem Campus, or if you have questions, feel free to contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
I've got beef with McDonald's buy one, get one for $1 deal. 2 perfectly seasoned beef patties to be exact. Because BOGO for $1 now includes the delicious McDouble. With 2 beef patties and a melty slice of American cheese, it's juicier and tastier than ever. And I can buy one and get a delicious McChicken or boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken for just $1. Now this is beef I can get behind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Comparison of McDonald's classic burgers to prior burgers.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Aranda's Mexican Restaurant, and Taxmasters, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
It's really important to have one go-to store to get all of our needs. I mean, we can buy anything from mineral to cattle feed to seed to fertilizer. It really helps simplify things just to have one store that you call and can supply all your needs. MFA is the whole farm solution.
A partner for your goals. MFA, your whole farm solution.
Missouri, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Illinois, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Indiana, and I can keep going on and on.
John, are you going through the 50 states? No, Mike, he's giving us the states of the Cardinals radio network.
It's just amazing. We are heard just about everywhere across the Midwest.
For over 130 years, Cardinals baseball has been entertaining fans of all ages.
It's no different this year. We're bringing you all the hits, homers, strikeouts, and excitement right here on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar.
It's now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. St. Louis Blues face Minnesota Saturday night at 6:30, then play Anaheim on Sunday at 5:30. Both games can be heard right here on KSMO Radio. The Cardinals and New York Mets played to a 0-0 tie Thursday, with each team getting just 3 hits. St. Louis will play Miami today at 4:55, Washington Saturday morning at 10:55, and Houston Sunday at 11:55. And all 3 of those games can be heard on KSMO Radio. The Royals shut out Arizona Thursday 6-0 to go to 13-7 for the spring. Kansas City Royals split squad will play the Cincinnati Reds and the Cleveland Guardians this afternoon. The Salem Baseball Tigers will hold their early season doubleheader Saturday at the SHS Baseball Field, featuring Salem, Cuba, and Vienna, starting at 10:30. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for Look at Sports from the Missouri Net.
Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs taking a chance at wide receiver, signing former Ravens and Cardinals veteran Hollywood Brown to a 1-year, $11 million deal. He had a season-low 574 yards last year, hasn't played a full season since 2020. He was a first-round pick by the Ravens in 2019, but Patrick Mahomes needs some extra targets to throw to besides Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. Mahomes and Kelce are going to open a steakhouse, 1587 Prime, in honor of their numbers, inside the downtown Hotel Lowe's, Kansas City. It's a couple of blocks west of T-Mobile Center and the P&L District. And the new UFL announced that the Dome in St. Louis will host the league's championship game on June 16th. St. Louis set attendance records in all 5 of its XFL home games last year as the league now merges with the USFL. The regular season starts 2 weeks from tomorrow. The Mizzou Black and Gold game is tomorrow. Veteran pitchers getting the job done. Michael Wacha pitched into the 4th inning, struck out 4 without allowing a run. The Royals beat the Diamondbacks 6-0. Lance Lynn threw 4 innings. He struck out 4, and neither team could score. They tied with the Mets 0-0. Tommy Edman will start the season on the IL with inflammation in his wrist. Dylan Carlson should land the starting job in center field. High school basketball Final Fours for classes 4 through 6 this weekend. Division II basketball NCAA regionals. The 2-seed Northwest Missouri State Bearcats, who have won 4 national titles in the last 6 seasons, play 7th seed Southwest Minnesota State. William Jewell, an 8th seed in the Midwest, will face their conference rivals Indianapolis tomorrow. It's the Cardinals' first national tournament. On the women's side at noon today, Northwest Missouri takes on Fort Hays State. Later this afternoon, Missouri Western takes on Minnesota State. And the Drury Lady Panthers in the tournament for the 21st time in 24 seasons plays Ashland at 1:30. The Kansas City Current, the women's pro soccer team, will debut tomorrow in their new stadium. Bill Pollock, Missouri Nut Sports.
Not everyone recognizes that they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself if either or both of the following questions are accurate. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free help is available. Call 1-888-BETS-OFF for more information.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services needs your help building a safer environment for older adults and adults with disabilities. Some forms of abuse, such as financial exploitation, neglect, and bullying, are often overlooked. If you believe someone is experiencing abuse, call Missouri's Adult Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 800-392-0210 or report online at health.mo.gov/abuse. Together we can stop adult abuse. It's a crime.
Hi, I'm Doug Barnes from the Town & Country Bank. What does the farm mean to you? Maybe it means a weekend getaway for camping or hunting, or it's the life as a farmer. Maybe you want to build a dream home with a view. No matter what the farm means to you, Town & Country Bank can make it happen with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 412144.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Missouri families have seen how terrible cancers caused by HPV can be.
To hear the words, "you have cancer," it strikes you to your core.
Fighting cancer is expensive.
When given at age 11 or 12, the HPV vaccine provides lifelong cancer prevention.
Why not protect them for the rest of their life?
Let's prevent cancer together by getting the vaccine, stopping the spread of HPV.
A message from Missouri Immunization Coalition.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
With News on MissouriNet, I'm Marshall Griffin. The death penalty could be levied against someone convicted of certain sex crimes under a bill from Republican State Senator Mike Moon. Someone found guilty of first-degree statutory rape or first-degree sex trafficking of a child could be placed on death row under the bill. Using a recent example, Moon says he thinks it's just to consider the death penalty.
The sentence was 295 years. What good is that? Where a person is incarcerated, which, yes, they should be off the streets, but they're provided housing and food, and they're cared for the rest of their life when they've committed a heinous act.
He admits, however, the bill has an uphill battle and he does not expect it to pass. The remains of a fallen World War II soldier from Missouri have been identified. Julius Wolfe of Southwest Missouri's Liberal was 20 years old when he was killed in action on D-Day. And Missouri House and Senate members have left Jefferson City for their annual legislative spring break. This is MissouriNet.
Protecting our kids is second nature.